Hello friends, welcome to another video. In this video, we will talk about our FundingPips challenge account. What were the trades I was able to take in the recent days, and what was the idea behind that? What was my thinking process? So how was the entry? How was the stop loss? What we did? So we will talk about everything, and we will also talk about what is the plan for the next week? What is the current price section, and what we are looking for? And in terms of the trades for the next week. So as you can see, so last week I was not able to take any trades, even though I was looking at the charts, but I could not find any trading setup. The thing is, you know that mostly I trades after coming back to home from the office, which is something like I reach home around like 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So basically, I trade like 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So which is basically like a New York late session. So anyways, last week we could not take any trades, and but previous week we were able to take few trades. So we will talk about them. So currently we can see that like currently we have our balance sitting at this one. So now let's talk about like how many trades we took recently. So if we go to the history, let's go to the history, and so we will see how many trades we took. So here we can see that as we can see, so last week we could not take any trades, but previous to that week, so we basically took these three trades. 2nd of September, 4th September, we basically took two trades. So if we come to the calendar, we can see that so like 2nd of September and 4th of September, like we took the trades. In this week, starting from 8 to 12, we could not take any trades. So anyways, let's talk about these trades. So 2nd of September is my the first trade. So if we come to the 2nd of September, so this trade was taken on the 15-minute time frame. So we will go to 15-minute time frame to see. So initially what was happening, this was the area basically, this was a support. So I was waiting for some kind of candle to close bearish below this area, something like this. And as we can see, we have clean price action. So initially my thinking was like this. This was a support. I was waiting for some candle like this to be closed below the support, and then I look for shells as we already have clean range on the left hand side. But this is my office time. I was in the office, so I could not look at the price sections. Anyways, this move I could not get. But when I saw the price action like this, so as we can see, we have this bearish candle close like this, and after that, you can see this small body bullish candle close. So this was a setup like I take mostly with full confidence. So what happens here? So we can see that the price was going down. So this small body bullish candle with a rejection to the upside, and below that, we have this support right here. So basically, once this small body bullish candle closed, I was just waiting for the next candle to open up, and once like that candle would break the low of the small body bullish candle, that was my entry, and the support will be the target. As you can see, this a clean range on the left hand side as well. But the thing here is, although this trade also, like I will show you the time, this trade was also happened during the let me clear these drawings as well. So this trade was also happened during my office time. So when I was in office at that time, so let's see exactly what was the time. So here we can see that this was the setup. So 12:30 Indian Standard Time, this trade setup happened. So initially my thinking was something like this, like this was the initial target, and because it was London session, so I was anticipating the price to continue going down to this support. Like I was expecting the price to break to all these supports. But what happened, I took this trade and the price did not move much. It was like my office time, so I couldn't focus on the chart much. So I was very aggressive in managing my trades at that time, especially in office. So basically I closed the trade, and as you can see here, So it was like a kind of a little bit negative here. We can see that. So this was the trade right here, and I took it with a 0.03. So this was the trade. Now, like let's move to the second trade of this week. So on 3rd of September, I could not find any trade, and on 4th of September, if you go to 30-minute time frame, so on 4th of September, the thing is like I was basically, so here we can see that basically, the price created this big low to the downside. Then we had this resistance. This candle closed bullish above the resistance. So basically, my idea was to fill this range to the left hand side. As we can see, this is a clean range. So we got this bullish candle close above this resistance. Okay, so I was waiting for the next candle to wick down, and once that will break this high, I would take the entry. Anyways, that could not happen because this. So finally, what happened is this candle closed bearish, and after this, when this candle closed with the rejection to the upside and a bearish candle, so basically I was looking for long. So I was waiting for some candle to close in my direction. Basically, I was waiting for some bullish candle to close. So when this candle closed bullish, so then I was looking for the entry. So when this next candle opened up, I didn't do anything. Once this new candle broke the high of this bullish candle right here, that was the entry. And the stop loss was just below this candle. And basically, I was anticipating to fill this whole range, but I was in the trade. And again, this is also a trade when I was in the office. So I will show you right here. Like it was 4th of September, so 3rd September, 4th September, 30-minute time frame. So as we can see, this trade happened like right here. So the idea was something like this, because here we have this resistance, and let me remove this. So basically, the whole idea here was like, we had this candle close bullish. I entered right here. I wanted to fill this whole range, even though, here we have some rejection area. So like I wanted to close something right there. Anyways, I entered right here. The stop loss was below this candle, which broke the high of the previous candle. And so I was able to manage like, so let's go to the MT5 to say, how many pips we were able to close. So again, okay, let's check the time here as well. So this is like a 1 o'clock. So I took the trade after, 1 p.m. Indian time. So it is something like, as we can see here. So in terms of the pips, so the stop loss was somewhere like, the stop loss was because even though I wanted to enter right here, but my entry was right here. And my stop loss was, even though you can see that the stop loss below this is a 44 something pips, but my stop loss was not right there. I kept my stop loss basically somewhere right here, which is around 30 pips. And when the price came to this 35, 36, 37 pips, I just captured that. And then basically, because as I was in office, so I closed most of my trades. So that's it. Now, after that, coming back home, so in the evening when I came back home, I saw one more setup, and the setup was something like, so here we can see that this was a resistance created, and the price broke this resistance, created a new high, and after creating a new high, we came down. So as we can see, this is a strong support area. Price created support, support, support. Again, I was waiting for some kind of support to be created in this area. So when this candle closed bullish, I was ready to take my long and target this, area right here. So I will just show you the time as well. What was the time? So let's go to the trading view, because trading view is just my Indian time. So like it's easy to find out what time the trade was. So 4th of September. So the trade was something like, it was something like this. So right here, my initial target was something like this. I entered the trade right here. So like we can see that when this candle closed bullish, basically created a support. My entry was right here, and I was targeting somewhere right here. The stop loss was somewhere right here as well. But the thing, what happened here is, and the time for this is, so you can see below, it's like 8:30. So this is like 8:30 Indian time. So now if we go to like here, so what happened is I was in the trade for some time, but the price did not move much because at that time we don't have much volume. So like I'll show you right here. So here you can see that, we like the price section, the time, I mean, 16:05 is the time right here, and the closing time is 16:13. So basically 8 minutes I was in the trade, and but the price did not move much, so basically I closed the trade. I did not have much confidence because the price was not moving at all. So these were the three trades I took previous week. Last week we could not take any trades. So now let us see what we are expecting from the price now, like for the next week. So now let's come down to the recent price action. So in the recent price section, like on the 30-minute time frame, we can see that we have this support. We have this support. There is another support right here. So we have this resistance, and there is another resistance right here. So now the idea is simple. We will be just looking for the breakouts. So here we can see that basically, so this is a strong support area, as we can see. And the price already created this clean range. I mean, if you see, we have this clean range on the left-hand side. So now with the price create a strong bullish candle, like if we get a candle close like, this in this area, then there is a very high probability for the next candle to like, wick down and continue going up to the resistance, at least right here. Now, here, if you break the resistance or basically get a candle close above the resistance, we can, go to the next resistance. That will be a possibility. But otherwise, if that does not happen, and if we create a resistance in this area, which is already a resistance, price already rejected this area previously. So in that situation, we can anticipate the price to go down to the next support, which is right here. And again, this is a support. So if we get a candle close below the support, so we can see on the left-hand side that there is a clean price action, even though we have some rejection as well. But if you are trading during a high volume time, like a London session or a New York session, then there is a very high probability price can break through all these rejections. So in that scenario, we can anticipate the price to go down to the next support. So that is something to the downside. So to the upside and in this range. So these are the setups I'll be looking for. So I think that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching the video, and see you in another video.